Recording.
That was a great introduction right there. It's recording.
Sort. But this might be a clickbait title. So, have you heard of Couch Guy?
Couch Guy, yes, I have.
From TikTok.
All the analytics going behind the scenes on Couch Guy. What he's doing with his hand, with the phone. Why is he sitting next to those girls on the couch? Come on, Couch Guy.
Explain Couch Guy for somebody who hasn't seen the video.
So, Couch Guy is this viral video that's going around TikTok right now. It is a long-distance relationship that is going on between two lovely individuals. The girlfriend decides to randomly surprise the boyfriend and come to visit him in college, which is a great and lovely gesture. The video starts with her walking through the door, I guess walking down the hallway, and then she gets to the door, opens the door, and Couch Guy, it's her boyfriend, is sitting on the couch in the living room, and there are a bunch of people in the room, but he's sitting next to two girls that are obviously both to the left of him. He stands up to go give his girlfriend a hug, and as he's standing up, he puts a phone on the coffee table, slides it to the girl that's sitting to the left of him, and then she passes him his phone. And then he gets up and he gives her a hug. And so this thing is going around where Couch Guy's cheating on her. She deserves so much more than Couch Guy. All because he brought that girl, or he switched phones with that girl. They're like, why is he looking at somebody else's phone? But it's like, what are you talking about? This whole room is filled with other people. Like, they could just be friends and all this stuff. So that's what Couch Guy is.
That being said, roll the intro.
It's Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
I like low-key jam out to our intro every single time it plays. Well, what are your thoughts on Couch Guy?
Guess what college the girl goes to?
Purdue, I heard that.
Yeah!
Classic Purdue person getting cheated on.
Yeah, she goes to Purdue, and she started a trend without even realizing she started a trend. Like, there's pilots doing that scene, and there's, like, what is it? Brides are doing that trend, and you're like, what?
People have their animals doing it. Like, I saw somebody I came home to my cat a couple hours earlier than expected, and the cat was, like, cuddling with another cat, and then the other cat got up and walked away. They're like, my cat's a Couch Guy.
I just can't believe how viral it went. Like, the whole TikTok community just,
embraced it. And, like, everybody, because it's one of those things that it's very easy to overthink what happened there. Like, in the girl who took the video and everything, like, she doesn't think anything's happening. It's everybody else looking on the outside of their relationship, just making judgments on it. It is wild.
Everybody, I remember she, like, went up to took videos with, like, their friends, like, what do you guys think about Couch Guy? And they all said really good things with the guy because, like, they actually know the person.
Yeah.
But everybody else, like, he's cheating on her. But I think it was 3 girls on the couch.
Was it 3?
Clarify that. I was like, how is he with 3 girls on the same couch? And yeah, and she even got an interview with, like, a Barstool podcast, I believe.
That does not surprise me.
Can you believe that?
I think it's funny too because, like, it's a small apartment, so the kitchen was right next door to, like, next to the room, and, like, there were, like, 2 dudes just chilling in the kitchen, and, like, people were like, those guys look like they're really concerned, like the girlfriend's in there, and people are like, or they're just looking at the door because somebody entered their apartment.
I think apparently the way the girl puts it, everybody was in on it except for the boyfriend. Mm-hmm. That's why they weren't all surprised. Mm-hmm. And the switching phones part, she tries to do it slow motion. and she says it's like it's his phone. He didn't switch anything. So that's how she sees it. And then she's like, yeah, we've been long distance, and he's a really great guy. But everybody else is like, he's cheated on her.
He sucks. I mean, that's one of those things. It's like you've given your phone to people sometimes. It's not like your phone like is never leaving your hand. So just came in at an awkward time when somebody else had his phone. Like, what is she doing on his phone? That would be like, oh, type of thing. Like,
yeah, I think I'm just gonna put the title as in like Couch Guy TikTok explained because it's gone so viral. We might get more clicks than usual.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
There is the other big TikTok topic that's happening, but I don't want to use that as like a clickbaity title with the girl that got murdered by her boyfriend. I feel like that's just in poor spirit. The whole Brian Laundrie case. I don't know what the girl's name was. Oh, they were. So it was a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they were traveling just the U.S. together. They were going to a bunch of like parks and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the girl's body was found and it was like identified as hers, but now the boyfriend isn't like nobody can find him. And so people are like, the parents know where he's at, but the parents aren't talking. And so like they don't have to talk, I guess, unless like there's proof that they know things, and like people can't prove that they know something. People are just assuming that they know. But so, like, Dog the Bounty Hunter, he's in on it, which I think is hilarious. Like, he's trying to find Brian Laundrie.
Is he an actual bounty hunter?
Yeah, so he is. He mainly sticks in Hawaii, though. That's kind of like his territory. Yeah. But it was a TikTok that I saw earlier today, and it was, because, like, the parents are always out, and, like, they have, like, a little garden in their fenced-in backyard. The parents are always out by the garden, and somebody like had a drone over their garden, which is like really illegal. Like that's somebody's private property that you're filming.
Right.
But there's like a little movement in the garden, and people's like, "He's under the garden. He's under the garden." It's like, what the hell? Like if he turns out to be there, that's amazing hiding spot, but people are like, he's under the garden, and somebody's like, even look, they're always out there, and there's nothing growing in that side of the garden. And somebody commented, they're like, well, Heather, it takes a while for plants to grow. And I was like, that's like the perfect comment, because it's so true. Like, what do you expect, just blossoming or like, corn happening?
It's slow.
Like, it takes some time. Like, but it's not even water. Like, well, maybe it doesn't need to be watered every day. Like, don't talk about subjects you know nothing about.
Oh man, yeah. I didn't realize that was a TikTok thing. I just remember seeing that from like Snapchat stories, like news stories.
Well, so yeah, the reason why why they found where the body was because a YouTube couple that was also traveling, they were filming like a vlog as they were going down whatever road it was, and then as they went back to like edit the footage, they saw the van. They saw the van that the couple rode together in, and then they saw like a figure out in the distance in this field. And so from them editing their vlog, they found out where the location was.
Oh,
which is like, first of all, how wild is that happened to happen, and that those people that were editing it knew enough about kind of like the story to be like, that's a little suspicious type of thing.
Yeah. Dang. Oh, at least they found the body, and hopefully they'll bring the guy to justice.
Yeah. Or just find him.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, if nothing else, just for like closure for her family.
Yeah. Have you seen some schools have been banning backpacks?
I saw that, and then people are finding all the creative ways. The best one that I saw was, I think like usually in movie theaters, one of the big red M&M characters, and they would always have like, it was on like a stand. It's probably like a 3.5 foot like wheelable thing, but they would always hollow out the inside of it and put M&Ms on the inside, so you could go and grab M&Ms. Somebody took one of those little mannequins or statues, and then put their stuff in it. But it's like, at that point, just let the kids have backpacks. Like, you were making a bigger ruckus about people having shopping carts and stuff like that going through the hallways. If you just
like a big dumpster, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw that too. My high school didn't allow backpacks or anything like that.
Really?
But yeah, that was never really. It was a smaller high school too. I mean, there are some like public schools around the area that.
Did you have lockers?
Mm-hmm.
So was backpacks allowed like in at school, but once you were inside school, like, you couldn't take it to class, whatnot?
Yeah,
They were the same way.
yeah.
I didn't know that coming from a California background, where we didn't have lockers there. So first day of school, I took my backpack to first period.
Well, naturally, and then they're like, "You can't have that. We don't know what's inside that backpack."
Yeah, the first teacher was like, "You're not supposed to carry your backpack. Just leave it at your locker." I'm like, "Oh, that's what we use the lockers for."
Yeah, that one's on me. That's on me, guys. Sorry.
I thought they were just like decorations, like for the movies. This is where they come do the shows, right? Because in California, you just carry your backpack all throughout the day to do your different classes because you don't have locker for your books. So basically, classes would have hopefully a book, a book there, so you don't have to carry it with you.
Yeah.
Just that everybody uses the same book, and then there's one special day of the year where like everybody gets their own book for homework, and your backpack's the heaviest during those times. And some jerks would like pull your backpack so you fall down.
Did you
So
ever
easy.
have nuggeting? Was nuggeting a thing with your guys' backpacks where you would take your friend's backpack, dump everything out, flip it inside out so the straps and everything were on the inside, put everything back in, and then zip it up? So it's like super difficult to undo it because the zippers are on the inside. And so they're just walking around with like this just nugget looking carrier. Was that ever a thing?
No, I haven't seen
No.
that one. Oh, that's interesting.
And then another backpack thing. Do you remember the trend where people like kids were trying to prove how heavy their backpacks and stuff were, and so they would just bring home like their backpacks for whatever like the day was, but like I guess it wasn't home. It was like in the hallways, and then they would have their friends run down the hallway, and everybody would take their backpacks and try to make them trip, so they would throw their backpacks at the kids. Like that was a weird trend. People were like, you need to stop doing this. Like somebody's gonna get hurt.
I've seen that like on the interwebs, but that's yeah. I never saw it in my high school.
Yeah, we didn't have it in our high
those
school.
videos.
We would get in trouble if that happened at
So
our high school.
yeah, because like those are heavy backpacks, and people were just like running against them and just throwing at them. Like,
No.
ouch. Okay, for the 2000s, have you seen that trend where like high schoolers are dressing as the 2000s?
I saw you you post on that. I'm like, oh, that's sad.
Oh my god, that's how we dressed. Okay, I always wanted to ask, did Sawyer ever wear baggy pants?
No.
In the 2000s? No. I was like, in Midwest, maybe Chicago area, but I'm like, private school, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think it was allowed, right?
We
You
had
just
our
have
uniforms.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because California was like, the majority of people wore those tests, like that style. In 2000. Baggy pants, baggy shirts, some were like basketball shorts under the baggy pants so they could hang them low. And I remember in middle school, my sister for some reason thought you would wear like boxer or like underwear under your boxer briefs. Cause she was like, she would tell me that it's like you're supposed to wear underwear under your boxer. I'm like, I go to the gym and like nobody does that. She was like so confident in saying, it's like, well, does that mean just guys like hang their thing? I'm like, yeah, like,
Hang their thing.
Like nothing like stops it. Like no, but I was always so confused. 'Cause I'm like, she's telling me with such confidence that people do this, the guys do this, but nobody in my gym class does that. So for the
Like
longest time, I was
90s
confused.
90s hip hop, they wore like so many different layers, and so it wouldn't surprise me if she was kind of getting something from like a picture or something that she saw, because like 90s hip hop, that was it. Like you wore boxers and then shorts and then sweatpants, but like everything was like sagging lower, and so maybe that's where she got it from.
Yeah, because some people wear boxers and like gym shorts, so then they could have baggy pants and have like on their butt whatnot. Like, huh. I just like, um, I'm always having to wear a belt, so I couldn't really do that. She's like, you see these holes? So you see like those strings? That's for a belt. It's like, if you're not wearing a belt, then like those strings don't have a purpose. I'm like, that's smart. And it's like most pants, very few pants fit you like that tight or that snugly. So always carry a belt. I'm like, oh, okay. So from then on, I always have a belt.
Yeah, I always wear belts. If ever I have a pants that has loops on it, like even if I don't need it, I always just wear a belt just because I feel like, I don't know, I feel just more support with it. It's just like kind of a second nature type of thing now.
Yeah. But yeah, if you don't have a belt, and it's like a loose pants that you're done for for the day. It's cool though.
I was just thinking of other TikTok trends. I saw your boyfriend application. This is a shout out to all the single ladies out there. Check it out. Also, a shout out to the wedding where you got some of that film from. What up?
I was going through all my footage and I realized I don't take that many photos, but I take a ton of videos. Because a lot of boyfriend applications are just photos. I'm like, I don't have that many photos. I'm like, wow. I'm just going to do video.
I was gonna comment on it. Hey, one good looking guy. And I'm like, that might just come across weird. I'm just gonna like it.
I saw another guy do the boyfriend application. He's like 35, and he's like, his mom wants him to do it, and so now he put it as husband application. I'm like,
yeah, there you
I'm
go.
not that. I'm not.
Yeah,
that
you're not there. You're not there.
I didn't get entry level with like boyfriend, and then from there. Yeah.
Some of those application things go viral, and like they have a ton of likes on them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about responding to one of them of like a girlfriend application. I'm like, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
That'll be interesting. But it's interesting how the landscape has changed because a way more older audience than what it was like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a lot less about dances and stuff like that now.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting more towards like, I guess my TikTok at least, just like little random, like again, just obviously like 30-second videos, but like a random thing, like, oh, look at this person outside type of thing, or information source too. Like it's not like I'm a savage, like nothing like that anymore, which I'm okay with. I might have just like pivoted away from that TikTok. It's not on my For You page anymore, which I'm happy about because I can't do those dance moves and make me feel really bad about myself.
There was a time where it was mostly lip singing and a bunch of transitions. And I'm like, how do people do these transitions?
I got on the Bella Porch TikTok for a while when it's just a close up of her face and she does like the facial expressions. Like that's always when I'm like, I feel like I can do that, but I'm like, do I want to try it? I don't want to try that because I'll like looking at myself doing that come across really weird to me, and I'm like, I'm good. Like, rawr, like.
She has one of the most liked TikToks because of that, of, like the face zoom expressions. I'm like, whoa. And that's how she actually. That's like one of her biggest videos that went viral, and that's how she is basically one of the top of all TikTok stars. And I'm like, who's Bella Porch? And she had like one of the best videos, or one of the most liked videos during the summer. What?
And yeah, she is transitioning into music and stuff like that. I don't know.
She has an audience, so
yeah. Oh, for sure. She wears like the funkiest shoes, like her style. I saw she was wearing shoes that were like tall leather boots that went up to her knee basically, and they had like these long spikes on them, like they look like legitimate spikes. I'm like, what happens if you trip? That's gonna hurt. You're gonna break your spikes. Like, you got confidence and like you got faith that like you're good.
I think she was in the army or something way back when, but then she moved on from that.
Probably making more doing this anyways.
She was way more freedom and being one of like literally, probably. I want to say probably top 50 of all TikTok stars. Yeah, but I'm not sure because I don't know how many other people are there on top. I think Khabib's up there with Charlie.
Did he ever pass her yet? Is he getting close?
I haven't seen that. I need to check that out. I think people
And
are
then
really
Addison Rae, she kind of fell off the face of the planet a little bit. Like, you don't really hear too much discussion on her on TikTok specifically, or at least I don't necessarily. I feel like she's kind of pivoted away from TikTok.
Probably she's really busy with acting.
Yeah. She's
think-
got a couple of those Netflix shows.
I think they really liked how the Netflix performed, so they got her up for like more movies and shows. She has an audience for
sure
things to become good, even though like the storylines may not be good or whatever. But like she has the audience for whatever
It's just
she puts out.
classic bad acting storylines, like little teenage rom-coms. So, like, again, that's her audience. Like, it works.
Yeah, it's insane. Once you have an audience, it's like, whoo, opportunities come.
That's going to be us one day. Just wait.
Opportunities are coming right and left. We just gotta wait it out. Like, I was waiting for like the MacBook to come out. I'm still hoping it comes out like October, but they haven't announced anything yet. So I thought they were gonna like announce something yesterday, but they just switched the main page to Steve Jobs because he passed away like 10 years ago. So like, what? I didn't realize that.
That's not
10
the
years.
announcement that we needed.
So we'll see when the new MacBook comes out. So hopefully.
You are an Apple guy through and through.
Yeah.
You love your Apple stuff.
Yeah. It's an ecosystem.
Yeah.
It wasn't for Dave Ramsey, I'd probably get an Apple credit card, but I'm like, yeah, credit card's bad.
Yeah, they're bad if you don't pay them off. Just pay them off.
Another Dave Ramsey rant. I don't know how I got Dave Ramsey into this now. But he was like, your patterns, it hurts more when you either pay by debit card or pay with cash than you do with a credit card. So, especially with like the whole cashback point system, you might want to spend more to get those points, but then you're spending more money than what you necessarily have to. It's like, grrr.
It's true, but damn it. Like, I don't
still-
like it.
I still have one credit card. I cut up the rest of them, but I still have one. And I'm like, it's a business credit card, and I'm like, I kept my debit cards. I'm like, should I just switch to debit card? It was gonna hurt me more. Like, we'll see.
Yeah, I've just got one credit card on me, but I can use it for everything, basically. But there were times where I had more than one, and I'm like, I don't need more than one credit card. Like, it's just something, because what if I don't pay it off? Like, because I just forget about one or something, and then it's just going through all of that. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to always just have one on me, and that's all I need, and I'm good.
I got 3 credit cards.
Yeah. To each their own.
I was like, I heard if you open up a credit card, it helps you to boost your credit score.
Yeah. So you got 3. Well, while those suckers are only doing it one time, I'm going to go triple that speed.
That's what I was thinking. And I was like, I'm never going to use these credit cards. I only use one. And I just paid it off. Try to pay it off monthly. Which I did for the most part. And then, like, one month got me. And I'm like, God, great. It was right. It was right. Dave Ramsey was right. It's only good until it's good. And then, like, but now, yeah, they're all paid off. But I still have the accounts open. I actually cut up the credit card. So I'm going to use it. Yeah.
But the account's still there.
Yeah.
Interesting. You might want to close that out.
I should probably close them out. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
It's usually pretty easy to close out a credit card.
I got a Purdue one and a Discover one. And I wanted to boost up my credit score really high.
Yeah. I had a terrible, not terrible, but a credit card that was like super, super basic. Like, gave almost no cash back, but it's like a starter credit card for the very reason to bump up your credit score so then you can get a better credit card. Because I didn't have any credit, and so like I was applying to get credit cards and nobody was giving me any because they're like, we don't know if you could pay stuff off. So I had that for like a year and a half-ish. And then I finally got the one that I wanted, which is the Saver, Capital One Saver One card, which is 3% back at like restaurants and stuff like that. And I'm like, I mainly use that at restaurants, and so like good with that. That was the one that I wanted. There's like an Uber and a Lyft credit card that you can get too. There's a credit card for any brand.
Dude, Apple came out with a credit card.
Is it white? Because if it's not white, then that's a missed opportunity on their part.
Yeah, it's white.
Yeah.
And it's like I think is it metal? Or like, you know those really high end credit cards, the thick ones. Yeah, they made it like that, so you seem like even classier.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
There's a company that I follow on TikTok. They make people custom metal cards. Like you send them your plastic one, and then they make you a metal one, and like you can give them an image, and then they laser the image onto it. And they're like, yeah, it's good for its entire lifetime, but they're like, as soon as your card expires, like that card expires too. And so they're like, if you want it again, you have to buy another one. And I'm like, that's a smart business model, because if people like the metal feel to it, like you could technically keep having repeat customers every, I think it's
4 or 5
years. Yeah.
They're thick and they're heavy. It's like the black card, the social status from the black card.
Yeah. That's the one that I've got. I meant to say that instead of the Saver one. Definitely the black card.
Black card. There's a line at a restaurant and just like drop it and like.
Oh, he or she are a big spender.
Yeah, they got a lot of money. Apparently, it's invite only.
Really?
That's how people.
I'm gonna Google what it takes to get a black card. What does it
have? You don't want to know the income. Yeah, the income.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. You have to use other American Express cards. You have to be an active card holder for at least a year. You have to charge at least $250,000 per year, though some estimates are as high as $450,000 a year. What? People have that to spend?
That's why it's a big deal when people pull it out.
Yeah. I could see, like, companies doing that. Like, our company has a black card just because all the business expenses and stuff like that. Oh, my goodness. But, like, obviously there are people that have that kind of money that are out there. That's just wild. So,
yeah, probably, like, the owners of businesses who carry that. It's like, what? And I think, what's the, like, annual fee for that? Like, $1,000 or something?
Black card annual.
Or maybe like 400? Or is it 5K?
1 second. It's called the Centurion card, by the way. It's a $5,000 annual fee. But it costs $10,000 to initiate it. And it is by invitation only. There's no bonus rewards.
Oh, but isn't there also, like, you get a special network of, like, hotels and airplanes and, like, first flights?
Yeah.
They have, like, this network. Like, you can call them up and ask them for, like, special tickets, or if they can hook you up with, like, a certain hotel.
Yeah, there's complimentary elevation to elite status levels at the world's most hospitality brands, including the Hilton, Marriott, and others. You get benefits at different retailers that are like high-end retailers. You get complimentary Delta Sky Miles Platinum Medallion status, which includes priority waitlisting, enhanced mileage rewards, a priority check-in, and courtesy upgrades. You get to enjoy the lounges at all the airports, and then you get to have the invite to the exclusive Hertz Platinum status in Avis President's Club, whatever that is. Ooh. So there are definitely perks. And again, if I had that much money to spend, I would probably be going, like, traveling a bunch too. And so you would probably use the heck out of all that too.
Yeah. Call up your special assistants from your credit card, because you're spending $5K for that assistance.
A year. Oh my gosh. At that point, like, $5K to us is a lot different than $5K to somebody that's spending over $400,000 a year. Like, that's probably just like $500 or something. They're just like, yeah, just do it. Like, okay. I saw
So now you
something.
know.
It was now you know. I saw something. It was a really wealthy person got their account hacked from a bank, and like somebody stole like $1 million or $2 million from their account, and they didn't notice it. And somebody's like, "How do you not notice that?" And they're like, "Well, $1 million to me is like $500 to you, or like $100 to you. Like there just comes a point where at a different level, like that number just isn't as significant as it used to be." And it's just like, oh my god! Like, give me your account number. I'll slide $1 million out of there. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's crazy. And when
Yeah.
celebrities go out for like a night and spend so much money, it's like, dude, that's like a night out for us in percentage wise for like how much they spend a night. You're like, yeah, maybe they're worth billions of dollars. What's a couple
Yeah.
thousand for the night?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, I will take 5 things off the dollar menu, please. Thank you. Man, that's my night.
Ooh, Amazon came out with a robot that walks around your house, and it has a camera.
That's terrifying. That is absolutely what? That's
And-
terrible.
It's around $1,000. It's $1,000.
Oh, is it this little cute little thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable. It's probably gonna kill me, but that's adorable. They had to make it cute, or else nobody was gonna get it.
I can see, people who like don't want to go around and like check the houses. They hear something, they could just ask the robot to do that for them. So I can definitely see an audience being there. Like,
What does it do though?
Checks your house, and I think also answers calls. You can make it answer calls. But I don't think that's too much. Other than the big major ones, like security wise, like live check your house. Which now there's oh snap! BMS is on. Plymouth State's on Amazon. What? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
Oh, it has limited quantity, so they barely came out with it. Ring Protect Pro.
Where do I buy one? How much is it? Does it say?
It doesn't say now, but it did have like $999 when it first came out. So I was like, dang, that's $1,000. I'm like, who would buy this?
$1,000 for a little thing that can walk around your house if you're going on vacation for a while and like check it out. Like, that could be pretty nice.
Yeah, that's like more peace of mind with the like Ring Protect Pro. So like, it'll scan. I guess it can scan your house for things, like people walking in or out. But yeah, I can see. Yeah, if they make it cheaper, and then
I'd buy it. I know I was all skeptical at first, but I changed my mind. 1, because it looks adorable, and 2, because if it becomes like you said, a cheaper price, like if there's like a $500 one or something like that, that maybe it doesn't hook up with your Ring doorbell or something, and it just like kind of patrols. Like, I'd like that. My cat would hate it. You know, it would not like it whatsoever. But he'll get over it.
yeah, especially vacations. Because, you wouldn't know what happened to your house unless you literally have a robot to make that for you.
Yeah.
So you go check out the kitchen. Everything's fine. Everything's not fine. Or you hear something downstairs. No more. You go for it. You go for it.
Yeah.
The robot.
Let's send the little guy to go down there and check it out. And they probably have like a connection to your phone where you can have like a remote control kind of over it too.
Right. So right now they're probably testing it. So they have home security, basically Ring doorbells, temperature wise. So Apple has this new home feature. Yeah, it has $9.99. So it doesn't have
$9.99.
price. But yeah, we were talking about like your home being more electronic. It's happening, so it's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. That Disney Channel original movie, Smart House, is finally coming true with that mom that was the house that cleaned up everything and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's happening. But now, see, the question is, what do they do about stairs? They can't climb stairs. You just have to have it on the first floor. Mm-hmm. That's going to be Model 2.
Uh-huh. Whoa. Doing my light. I had a light and it went out. I had a battery.
No.
Oh no.
So unprofessional.
Hey, says the guy who says like starting recording. It's the first mistake. We're starting to record.
We're going.
I need to charge it. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, baby. It's back. Now it's not going to go out.
Speaking of vacations, though, Talkmen Tuesday is going to be skipping a week because I'm going to be going on vacation all of next week. So,
can you give out
you guys better get your fill in right now from us.
Details on the vacation or no?
Yeah. No.
No. I want paparazzi following me.
Yeah. I mean, guys, stop it. I'm with my family. So we're leaving Friday, and we are going to Vegas for a couple of days because the Chicago Bears play the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas, and Las Vegas built their new stadium, and so it's gonna be, I think, their second game played at their home stadium, and so we're going there for that, and then right afterwards, my family is leaving on Sunday, but then me and Candace, we are going to San Diego because our 1 year anniversary is the following week, and so instead of like going back to work for a week and then doing something on our actual anniversary, we're celebrating our anniversary the week prior to it, and so like Monday through Friday we're going to be in San Diego. So we went to Alaska for our honeymoon. We were like, we didn't really get the beach vibe that typically people do, and so we're doing it then. So
San Diego.
It's gonna be great to just not work for a week. Don't tell my boss I said that. Sorry, boss. It's gonna be so great to just disconnect from all that stuff and just relax.
Are you driving from Las Vegas to San Diego or flying?
We're flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, we were considering it, and I'm just like, let's not add that. Like, we're going to be potentially tired after the Vegas part of it, just wanting to relax. And then if we have that drive, Candace initially wanted to do, there's like a 7-hour drive, and like you go through a bunch of national parks. And I'm like, we're not going to want to do that. Like,
it sounds great, but then when you're actually driving, you're like, I just want to rest.
Yeah, I'm like, we can always come back and do that another time. But like for the relaxing part of our vacation, we don't want to have road rage at one another or something like that and then get mad. So, like, we'll just do that another time.
And then what, it's like a 45-minute flight or like an hour flight?
It's pretty short. It's basically by the time you go up, you're already coming down. So it's pretty quick.
I was like, I remember that because I remember we drove one time from like where we were at from California to Las Vegas. It was 5 hours. And I think we had like a stop from in Las Vegas for some reason, and then like went to another airport, and we're like 45 minutes. We had a layover in Las Vegas. I'm like, this is nice.
Layovers are always so iffy. Like, if your flight gets delayed and then you're pushing it at that point, it's like, what's the right time for a layover? Is it an hour? Is it like, do we do the 30 minutes and like risk it being late or something? Like, it's stressful. But if you get it good, then like you're just chilling.
That's good. Oh.
Yeah, our flight there, we fly out of Louisville, then we go to Charlotte, North Carolina. So we go east, and then we go to Vegas. And so it's like we cross over ourselves, but there was just no direct flight there. And we're like, whatever, we'll just take it. Vacation mode, who cares?
From
I'll get a
Chicago?
beer or something. Well, so we're the closest airport from her parents' house, which is where we're dropping daily off to just spend that week and a half or this week with them instead of having somebody have to worry about coming here. So that's just the closest airport to her parents' place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So tomorrow night I've got a car ride in front of me. 5 hours, baby. Woo.
Oh.
After work, nonetheless. Oh, yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yep. I'm just going to be getting a bunch of Red Bull and all of that stuff. That's what I usually do. And then I'm too wired to go to sleep the second half, so then I'm up with her.
5-hour drive. Huh. Sounds fun, though.
It's going to be nice just because we're going to be like, we're going to already be in vacation vibes. It's not like we're going there to do any work or anything like that. We're going there to sleep and then get up and then go on vacation. So, looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. Let's try some Would You Rathers.
Let's
probably
do
like
it.
2 or 3 and call it.
For sure.
Ooh. Would you rather be lost in a bad part of town or lost in the forest? You got those street smarts or those wilderness smarts? Or would you just be up the creek no matter which you pick?
I feel like I'm going to be up the creek with no matter what I pick, if I'm just being honest with myself here. Because if I'm in a bad part of town, and I knew I was in a bad part of town, I wouldn't want to talk to anybody because I would want to try to blend in as best as I could, like, oh, I know where I'm at type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm lost in a wilderness, especially if it starts getting dark, like, oh, I'm screwed. Like, I will not be falling asleep. Like, try to build a shelter as quick as you can, but it's like, oh, I'm cold and I'm going to have spiders crawling all on me. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while.
I haven't done it in a while.
Do I have one of those, like, coal packets with me that you just light the bag on fire and then it goes?
I haven't done it in a while. What? So you're like an Eagle Scout?
No, I stopped about halfway through that.
Were you really a Boy Scout?
For a little bit. I never had to start a fire, though.
Wait,
tie a couple of knots.
So you didn't make it to Eagle Scout, but you did it. You were a Boy Scout.
I wasn't a fan of the whole camping aspect of it. Because it's
yeah.
like I did all like the activity requirements except for camping, and then it was just like, so now I can't like rank up because I don't have enough hours with the troop, and I have like these hours camping. Like, that's just silly. And so it does like, do you want to stop? And I'm like, yeah, I want to stop. Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
You're like, we're gonna go somewhere without a shower.
That doesn't sound very fun.
No AC, no electricity. What was the point of building a city?
It's called evolution, people. Come on.
I had like a video of a TikTok where it was like, you know, hikes. People love hikes. I don't like hikes. It doesn't sound pleasant. You're very hot. You're sweaty, and it's exhausting. I don't like hikes. And I'm like, I can relate to that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true. Like, every once in a while, like, Candace gets an urge, like, let's go on a hike. Let's go on, like, a really long walk. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, depending on the weather. Like, if it's hot outside, I don't want to do that. I want to stay in a cool air. Maybe I'll look out the window every once in a while. But it's like,
you control the AC.
Yeah. But we are in the same boat.
I related to that so much. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how people enjoy so many hikes. I'm like, that was a workout. And like, you're sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're probably hungry and thirsty. And like, the older I get, the more I want like access to the bathroom.
See, it's easier for us as guys to worry about that. But
Yeah.
I guess unless you have to go number 2, then
Unless somehow I
hold that thing as much as you can.
You're like, huh? Alright, so you would, what was it?
Oh, I'm dead either way.
Your dead either way.
But I would say I would prefer. I'd go wilderness. Again, or I guess I will just forest. I don't want to like throw like crazy elements my way. I'd do forest just because I feel like I have a better shot.
I do bad part of town.
See, I mean, it's like, it was a 50-50. I mean, obviously it's a 50-50, but it was really close, because I'm like, with the bad part of town, what if a cop comes by? They can be like, hey, can you help me out here? And then you're safe.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like with the business, got more practice dealing with people. And so, like, with bitter customers, like, I could put up a front more, like, be more aggressive if I need to be, or more laid back, whatever it may be. So I feel like I can handle more people in a general sense with the business practice and experience. 'Cause some people are just mean.
Some people are mean. They're just going to walk up to the first person you see, hey, where can I go to get out of here?
Or the simple fact that please and thank you go a long way, or like ma'am and like sir. Like the simple things go a long way, and like if you call out like a sir or ma'am, like what? Not a lot of people do that. It's like, yeah, your manners go a long way. Please and thank you. Excuse me.
I wish you luck in the bad part of town saying please and thank you and sir and ma'am. I feel like you have a better shot than if you didn't.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. And then if they like try to like play me or whatever, then that's when you give them the mean look and like, "Hey, I was being nice because
I said sir."
Yeah. This is from like probably like Italian mafia commercial of like, how do you survive prisons? Like your manners go a long way. Like please and thank you, sir. And then just like if the people are trying to like be mean to you, that's when you like to be mean. But like if they're not, it's like manners go a long way.
Yeah. Just be respectful. That's all people ask. Just be respectful.
Oh, would you rather have a horrible short-term memory or a horrible long-term memory? Or you could be like me and just have a horrible short-term and long-term memory.
How would, if you only had a terrible short-term, then you would forget what people would tell you, but that would affect your long-term, wouldn't it? Because if you don't remember anything that's happened with you a minute ago, that minute ago is going to be 5 minutes ago. You just randomly remember it.
I would say so, but let's just say magically you're better with long.
It just pops.
Yeah,
pops back.
suddenly, yeah, memory is better. I currently have like not that great of a short-term memory, but better long-term memory.
So, your current situation was the answer to my question.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things that go on throughout the day. But then, like a few weeks later, we'll be like, "Hey, how's that guy?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Like, what did you eat for breakfast? I have no idea. Ramen noodles. I got that down. Ramen noodles. Our butcher made fun of me because I offered him ramen noodles, and he's like, "I'm not poor to be eating ramen noodles." I'm like, "What?"
You have to be poor to eat ramen noodles? It's a great lunchtime snack, or really any situation. Or if you're Angel, you can eat ramen noodles for breakfast.
Every single day. I have a problem. Okay.
I would say I'm going bad short term.
Why?
And better long term. Because, I mean, if you take notes on like important things that are happening, you don't really have to worry about it.
So the scenario you talked about is the scenario you want to be in.
Oh, yes. Especially if it poofs back into my mind later.
Yeah. I think it's okay. People are understandable because you just ask them, "What did you eat for breakfast?" And they're like, "I don't know."
That's so true. I mean, you hear that all the time. Yeah, it's like, what did you have last night? It's like, I don't remember. Like, it's just not important. So,
did I eat? Yeah, I did. But like, yeah, you just did it. And, yeah.
I think it's interesting sometimes if people are like driving in the car home or something like after work. They say that they don't remember like how they got there. Just basically because like you're present in the moment, but then your mind realizes that this isn't an important event, and so it just like scraps it. And so like you can try really hard to think about like a specific thing that happened. Like, when did I turn?
Did I stop?
Like, you're present. Yeah, exactly. It's just because you do it so often that your brain's like, okay, no, we're fine, kind of thing. Autopilot. Like, that's kind of crazy to me.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. Alright, this might be it. Last one.
Let's do it.
Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life? Both are amazingly delicious and can be any type of sushi / taco you want. I love both so much, I don't know how I would decide.
I'll even allow you to have a sushi burrito in there, Angel, if you want it.
You already know what I'm going to go for.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going sushi.
Cool.
I feel like there's a lot more varieties of sushi. And this sounds very stupid because I was going to say it's like there's so many different meats, but like that's the same with taco. A taco just has a different type of meat. That's the variant. But I feel like sushi's more expensive too. And so if like I'm like in a crunch for, I don't know, like money wise or something, like I'd feel better eating something that I know is a little bit more pricey. But you can never go wrong with a taco. And like you have to be in the mood for sushi, I feel. But sushi's my answer. I'm sticking with it.
Boom.
What are you going with, Angel?
Tacos are life. Oh, I got indigestion again. Yes, 2 days ago, Monday, I ate 5 tacos.
Oh,
I get full with 4, but
why did you go for it?
I didn't want to let it go to waste. I have this problem where, like, somebody forgot their meal or whatnot. I'm trying to call them and to answer, so there's 5 tacos on that plate. They're all delicious, but I get full to the max at 4. And I'm like, if I don't eat this taco, it's going to go to waste. And then my mom was like, well, if you eat it, you're going to go to waste. And I'm like, and this is the second time it's happened, the same thing. Because last time it was like Chinese food. I wanted to finish all the Chinese food. I need to be okay with throwing food away.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way. If there's something on my plate and I'm like, well, it's just wasteful not to eat it. Like, I don't care what this does to me in a little bit, but I'm not wasteful. And then you just get a little gluttonous because of it. It's like, I feel good. Like, I'm in a good state mentally, but my body hates me, but it's okay.
My body hates me the next day. And, like, I feel nauseous and, like, yeah. I feel like it's my... Like, the room is, it's not spinning, but it's kind of spinning. It's like, yeah, you feel nauseous. So, until, like, we have my aunt who, like, is it like a belly rub or, like, massages you, and it finally, like, somehow goes away. I'm like, yeah. And then she gives, like, Alka-Seltzer and, like, mineral water. I'm like, oh, thank you. The nausea goes away. Because, yeah, being at the store, everything was, like, processing slowly in my mind. I'm like...
Yeah. Feel a little blurry.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not good. This is not when I know I had this. I'm like, no. And I even told my dad, I'm like, I ate 5 tacos. Like, I'm probably going to get, like, in bachalo tomorrow, like, indigestion. I'm like, and then in the morning I called him, like, yes, I have it. The room is spinning.
This is not what I wanted, but I knew it was going to happen. Yeah. And I was warned.
Oh, well. Okay.
So that's the question of the day for everybody is if you had to choose between having unlimited tacos for the rest of your life or unlimited sushi for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? And you can let us know your answer if you are listening to this on YouTube in the comment section below, or if you are listening to us on one of the podcast platforms. You can email your answer and your reason to talkmentuesday@gmail.com. And as always, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about topic-wise, you are more than welcome to shoot that over to us as well in the comment section or through our email address, which is, again, talkmentuesday@gmail.com. Today's topic was the MacBook that was supposed to come out, and that was brought to us by Leonardo. So thank you, Leonardo, for asking to have us bring that up in conversation. But so, again, if you guys have anything you want us to talk about, let us know. We'll be happy to address those because we know a lot about a lot. But if you also have any feedback, we're open to that as well. Always want to keep improving. But again, let us know your answers to the random question of the day, taco or sushi. And we will read through some of the funny reasons why next week. But in the meantime, stay safe, social distance. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. Unless, I guess that's if you're vaccinated, then you can give somebody a hug. If not, keep your distance. And a little fun fact to end the day, because we're talking about mind stuff. Your brain always knows that your nose is there and is visible. Your eyes just choose not to see it, unless you make a conscious effort to try to find your nose. So again, that's a little fun fact, and that's going to tide you over for next week when I'm absent. But again, have a great rest of your week, and we will talk with you.
I can't stop looking at my nose now.
See?
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Peace.